to the station of decapitation without your head. I'm Nasty Neal. I'm joined by director Alex Phillips and the legendary Ginger Lynn Allen of Anything That Moves, which just premiered at Fantasia Fest. So, for people not aware, can you give them an idea of what the movie's about?
Sure, yeah. It's about this bike courier. He delivers food and sex to people. And they sort of see God. He's so good at his job. And then he runs into some trouble. Some of his clients start turning up murdered, and he's got to figure out how to stop it. And he's a little bit implicated in it, and trying to figure out how to make this all end. Um, yeah,
So, how did the premiere go? Watching it for the first time with people.
it was great.
It was amazing. And I normally don't watch my films. I go to very few premieres. But I was so excited about this one and to see so many people get it and be so accepting. I think this film is going to help people to be more comfortable with who they are.
Yeah, I was totally packed house, total overbooked, so it was great. And the Fantasia audience is amazing, and yeah,
Right.
they all were like completely connected and engaged with the film. It was awesome.
So, Ginger, what was it about this movie that you decided, like, I want to go to this screening? I want to go to this premiere.
Um, Everyone that worked on this film put their heart and soul into this movie. We worked long hours, lots of days, you know, Indy and the whole thing. Um, I forgot the question.
What was it about the movie
Oh, why do I
specifically?
ask
You're
it?
like, this
Okay,
is
thank
one
you.
I
I'm
want to
so
go
sorry.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was so, I keep using this word, but it's brave to me. Alex was able to put together a group of wonderful actors and put them in positions as their characters sometimes where it would be natural to be uncomfortable. And with Alex and the entire crew, I think all of the non adult people, and I'm not a sex worker, but you
I
would
understand.
consider what I used to do that way. And so I wanted to actually see what the audience thought and if they were going to be able to handle it. This is an intense, amazing film. And I wanted to see the reaction, and I was grateful we were sitting in the back because I didn't know how people were going to take it, but everybody loved it. They were a wonderful audience, and I I'm so proud of my work in this film and grateful that Alex found me.
Now, did
Yeah.
you ever in mind, Alex, when you were writing the movie?
Sorry, say it
Did you
again.
have Ginger in mind, like when you're putting the movie together? Like, I would really like,
Oh, I Ginger is. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to reach her. I didn't know it was an honor to be able to work with her. So yeah, I wasn't sure if I would be able to do it, but here she is. So
Where'd you get my number?
Ginger,
Change that.
You said, the movie's brave, and obviously you've been nude on camera before, but what was it like, to see yourself currently in life, on the big screen? And also, I agree that there's people in the movie of all different ages and sizes. It's a very body positive movie, even though it's a weird horror movie.
Absolutely. So what was the question then?
To see yourself in current life, nude on
Um,
camera, having sex, and
um,
in an
um,
audience.
it was a bit overwhelming. I was a little bit nervous, or a lot nervous before I got there. And
I think it helps that you're gorgeous on film. So I think that that
100%, yeah.
yeah,
thank
that
you.
helps.
Thank you. Uh, yeah.
No,
Sorry, I have a 4 hour jet lag, so I'm a little bit goofy in the head
no,
right now.
it's totally fine. Plus, you're talking to some idiot here, so I understand. But
You're my favorite one.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's probably the first one. Then. The I think the pornography on the dollar bills is very powerful, especially
It's cool.
today and everything that's going on. So
Yeah.
that
Absolutely.
specifically because it looks really good too.
Yeah, this artist Joshua Raines did that, and when I saw his work, I just begged him to let me put it in the movie. Um, yeah, it's just so cool. And like the so specific. I don't know and to be able to use them in the credits and like shoot it on optical 35. The optical artist Martin Guitar is just he was awesome to work with. Um, so yeah, it was a fun thing to use and like and build into the story.
Now, Ginger, how would you compare the modern day rise in conservatism to like back in the 80s? Because we're definitely in a weird period of time right now.
I can tell you that if I were growing up now and I was 19 again, 20, getting ready to make the choices that I did, um, I would never make those choices today. The industry has changed so much, and one of the problems that I have with it is there are so many people that don't have the opportunity to connect or communicate with other people, and so they'll watch a movie, and that's where they learn things. And back when I made movies, they were big budgets, 35 millimeter, the 100-page scripts, and today anybody and everybody. There'll never be any such thing as a porn star again. There's people that are really, really popular, but the days of stardom in that industry are gone. And I do like the fact that there's OnlyFans out there so that people can express themselves without
And
someone
have
else taking
control
all the
over their own
money.
content.
Exactly, exactly. I was lucky when I was filming. I had 5 rules, and one of them was no means no. And I stuck to it. So I'm very comfortable with myself in that genre. And then to come and work with Alex and the casting crew on this, uh, it was like home. I walked in and, I was a little, I'm not nervous being naked. I was nervous more about speaking sometimes, and not letting anybody down. It's that first line of dialogue that you're going, one of the things Alex didn't do, which I'm grateful for, is change up the days and the scenes. Sometimes they do that, and you're thinking you're doing scene 32, and he goes, "No, let's do 94." And Alex was just spot on. And I think my career in the adult industry helped me to work better in the horror genre and the independent film genre, just because of the guerrilla filmmaking.
And
I like what you said
go on.
about the community too, because you told me you were just on the phone with Nina Hartley earlier
Oh,
today.
who's awesome in the movie too? Yeah.
Oh, I had to call her. I called her so early this morning. I felt bad, but I was so excited to share with her how amazing she was in this role. And Nia's one of my longest friends in the industry. I know a lot of people, but Nina is a friend.
Yeah, she's great. Very
And
weird role, and she really nailed it.
she so nailed it. I was so impressed. I couldn't wait to talk to her and give her and brag about her.
And Alex, what are some of the pluses and difficulties of shooting on film?
Um, I'd say that the pluses are you get like the texture that comes with it, the look, it's something that you can try to emulate, but the real thing is the real thing. And this is an erotic thriller, so that texture is really important. You want to be able to like feel it and taste it, smell it. And I think that film really allows you to do that. And then also we're not thinking of post-production. We're not thinking of what we're going to do in the color. The colorist did an amazing job on this film, but I'm not thinking about like we're lighting shadows and we're lighting colors and we're moving the camera in really intentional ways, um, because that's what film requires, as opposed to like what are we going to do later, and which I think allows for like better performances. Everyone's like more engaged with everything, and the only negative is the anxiety that comes with it. We had to like pack up the reels that we shot that day, the rolls, and we had to ship them off and make sure that when we shipped them, we had to like put a bunch of labels on them and say like, you don't scan this because then it would be exposed and all of our hard work will be ruined. So there's like a little bit of that anxiety, but also it feels sort of like Christmas when it works.
And
It's
when
great.
can you first actually see like the footage you filmed? Because I assume you can't look at it, immediately.
Well, you can look at it through the camera, and
Right,
then
right. Fair enough.
so that part's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, that's
Um,
what a director does.
um, But they did turn it around really fast. Working with Vinegar Syndrome was great because they hooked us up with the Metro Post and Kodak New York, who like scanned and turned around our dailies like really, really, really quickly, at least in my experience. So at the end of the week, we were able to check everything out and like make sure we're doing what we needed to be doing.
Is that how it came about to do it on film? Was through Vinegar Syndrome? Like, did you?
Yeah, yeah. When I pitched it to them, I knew that the partnership would lead to being able to shoot on film, and All Jacked Up and Full of Worms had the film look like I wished it was on Super 16. That was like the grimy vibe of the film, and then be able to actually do it was awesome. Yeah.
And can you talk about the giallo influences? Because I want people to know it's also a horror movie.
What's that?
Can you talk
You-
about the giallo influences on the movie?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just love giallo films, and like that's kind of the gloved knife hand, like you see that in every giallo film, and you see it in this one too. I just really like the poetic, the way that like the stories are structured in these like Italian horror films, like they often go in surprising ways, and like you can maybe match a shot to a shot to get to the next scene. It's like a really poetic way of telling a story. So yeah, I just love them. Like Fulci, I love Argento, Bava. I love all that stuff. It's great. And so yeah, a lot of Italian stuff. Like, I really like Pasolini too. Like he's not giallo. There's a lot of high art, low in this, and I don't know. I think we kind of go straddle that
Yeah.
the high.
And Ginger. Now I know you've been in a lot of horror movies. Are you a horror movie fan?
Absolutely.
Good.
But the weird thing about me is, how do I put this? Oh, so I do a lot of conventions and I'm a little off, a little odd, and so are the people that watch horror films for the most part. So it was
Uh-huh.
like I found my
I've
people.
learned that. Yeah.
And although I obviously know what happens on the set, how the sausage was stuffed, um, help.
You found your people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so the horror, but you asked if I liked horror films. So, I absolutely do. But when I watch them, none of my friends, no one will sit next to me because I'm the one that jumps and screams and punches and
Yeah.
yeah. And I love that I still get that from them. Last night watching the premiere, I knew what happened in the movie, but I still got that excitement and that fear and that angst and that love, and there's just so many elements in it, and I love this movie. I'm so proud of it.
I
I
thought it was
really
great too, not just because you're both are here. It's one of my favorite movies I've seen at Fantasia, which was filled with great movies. So
Wow.
thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
you're very welcome.
Thank you.
And speaking horror and comedy are probably the two best movies to watch with an audience because people can, you can interact with it. So, real quick, what are the importance
Hi,
of,
sorry, Neil.
yeah,
We have like just like 1 or 2 more minutes.
all right, yeah, that's the last question. Alex, what would you say the importance of screening at festivals?
Screening at festivals.
Yeah.
Well, you launch your movie with an audience that is receptive, like Fantasia specifically. They're very engaged, and they want this kind of work. They want exciting, daring new stuff, and that's what they show up to this festival for. So yeah, I mean, in dealing with this with indie films, you need festivals to reach your audience and grow momentum and build the snowball that the film needs to become.
All right. Well, I love the movie, and thank you both for doing this. Ginger, you're always really fun and everything, and I thought this was one of your best performances.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
100
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
Very
you so
real, and it's
much.
good. Yeah. All right. Thanks,
I
guys.
That means a lot to me.
Thank you.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome. Yeah.
Matt.
Bye.